Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Asha, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I really just wanted to come on here and have a chat with you guys and talk to you about kind of what's been going on in my life lately, because in the past 4 months my life has pretty much just been like flipped upside down. What I'm doing now compared to this time last year couldn't be any more different, to be honest. And a lot of you have been kind of confused. If you guys didn't know, I'm now living in Sydney. I'm not in Brisbane anymore. And some of you have been asking like, what are you doing? Why are you living in Sydney? So I just kind of wanted to make a video about that, as well as realizations I've made since I've been like alone. That sounds so sad. But I moved to Sydney by myself, so I don't really know a lot of people here. There's definitely been a couple of things that I've learned about myself, and even though it's been sort of lonely at times, it's definitely been a positive experience, and I do have some learnings to share with you guys. So where do I begin? Pretty much I was living in Brisbane for 4 years before I moved down to Sydney in November, and I was living with all of my really close friends. We'd all gone to high school together on the Sunshine Coast, so a lot of my closest friends I have known since I was like 12 or 13, and I'm super lucky to still be really close with them and to live with them and to have lived with them. See, I still am like half in Queensland. To have lived with them and be so close to so many amazing people. And then before that I was living on the Sunshine Coast with my family. You guys probably know my two sisters or my parents if you've seen them on my Snapchat. I'm really close with them as well. So it's definitely been a really big change for me moving down here alone, because I've never been away from my friends and my family before, so it's definitely been different. I've definitely felt lonely at times. I've never really had that issue. Like, I've never had the issue of not having really close people around me. I've also had a lot of time to be with myself and figure out who I am as a person, because I think it's really good to be a social person and to be with friends all the time, but at the end of the day you have to be with yourself for every single day for the rest of your life. So you may as well try and figure out who you are and who you want to be and be happy with that, so that you can live an amazing happy life. And sometimes spending time to just reflect on what is happening in your life can be a really positive thing, and it definitely has been for me. When you don't have a ton of people around you to rely on, you have to rely on yourself. And like in the past 4 months I feel like I've learned more about myself than I had in the past like 3-4 years, just because I've had so much time to reflect on what is happening in my life and where I want to be and what I want to do and the kind of person that I want to be, what I'm passionate about, what I love. I've been getting back into drawing, and I love my job. I absolutely love it. I don't even know if I've spoken about that yet. I feel like this is just going to be all over the place. I kind of wrote down like a couple of things to talk about, but I'm just going off on tangents right now. So I hope this video isn't a complete mess. But yeah, pretty much, so I was living in Brisbane, to go back to what I was saying before. I was living in Brisbane with all of my friends, and then one day in like end of October I think, I got this email of this job opportunity, and I remember getting it and just bursting into tears. Like, I just started crying because there were so many emotions in my mind. Emotions in my mind? Do emotions come to my mind? I don't know. There was just so many emotions, and I was just so happy but so confused and really scared at the same time, because the job opportunity that I got was like my dream job. It was amazing. It was everything I had worked towards. So I've been at uni for 4 years studying marketing and fashion, and the job offer was in marketing and fashion for an incredible company. Like, amazing, have loved them for so long. And yeah, I just burst into tears because I was like, this is insane. I can't believe that they want me to take this position. Like, what do I do? Because I was really excited, but I was also really nervous to leave all of the people that I loved. But I knew that I had to go for it. I knew that I had to take that step and go for the job offer, even though it absolutely scared the shit out of me at the time. Like, I was so scared. And I'm so glad that I went for it, because I ended up getting it. And even when I ended up getting it, I was really freaked out, because I was like, oh my god, this is insane. But then I started to think, and I was like, okay, I really do believe that everything happens for a reason, and I think that anything that comes your way, you should just grab at it. Like, just take any opportunity that you can, because I knew that if I hadn't taken that opportunity, even though the possibility of moving away from everything I'd ever known and everybody that I'd ever known scared me to absolute bits, I knew that I would regret it if I didn't just go for it. And I guess it just goes to show that you should always just, there's a quote, I can't remember exactly what it is. I think it's, you can't get anywhere if you don't move, or something along those lines. But it's so true. Like, if you just sit in the same spot and are unhappy with your life and who you are, how can you complain about not being who you want to be as a person if you're just sitting in the same spot doing nothing, living your life the same way? So definitely really out of my comfort zone moving out. I moved down here. I'm living in an apartment with 2 people that I didn't actually know before I moved in. I met them on flatmates.com, which was at first, honestly, like, it was kind of strange for me because I have never lived not with people that I am super close to, but we're really close now. They're absolutely lovely and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I still have a year of university to go, which I don't really know what I'm going to do, but at the end of the day, the job that I'm working now is what I would have wanted when I was doing my degree anyways, so I really do want to finish it so that I can get my certificate and graduate and everything. But if I don't, like, I already have the job that I would have wanted anyway. And I guess it just goes to show, guys, that if you work hard enough and you pursue something hard enough and go, this is what I want, I'm gonna go and freaking get it, you can do it. Like, honestly, pick anything. If you try hard enough and put enough time and effort and energy and want something so bad and are passionate about something, you can get it, like, you can do it. And by no means am I saying that that is exactly what I have, but I'm definitely, like, I'm pretty proud of, like, where I've come and the position I'm in at the moment. And I don't think that's a bad thing to say. I think it's okay to be proud of yourself. I've mentioned in videos before, like, if there is something that you want to study at university that might be a little bit more creative compared to something, yeah, that your family wants you to do, honestly, just go for it. I say do what you're passionate about, because at the end of the day, why would you want to go to work every single day and absolutely hate what you're doing? So if you put your mind to it, seriously, you can do anything. I do really miss, like, my closest friends, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird not having them around every day. I've definitely felt lonely for the first time ever. You have to learn to be alone, and you have to learn to love yourself and be with yourself, because you're with yourself for the rest of your life. Being alone with myself and just being able to, like, write down my thoughts, that's one thing that I've done, I think I've mentioned in a video before, is I've kept a journal for the past, like, year and a half or something, and writing things down honestly helps more than anything. Like, just getting those thoughts out of your mind onto paper, it just helps so much. And I really have learnt a lot about me and who I want to be as a person. I think I'm going off on such a tangent, like, I'm just talking about the most random stuff, but I think one key to being happy is to stop comparing yourself to other people. And that might sound cliche, but it's so true. Like, at the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody in the world who's prettier than you and smarter than you and funnier than you, so why not just embrace who you are and try and be the best version of yourself that you can be? And I think the best way to do that is to write down the things that you love about yourself the most. Think about it, like, what are your best traits? Are you a really passionate person? Are you really driven? Are you a really good friend? Write those things down on paper and constantly be working on how you can improve yourself and your best traits and your best qualities, and I guarantee you that is what will make you happy. To me, I think the most important thing is just to remember to be nice and to be kind. And there are a lot of people in the world that just are not nice, like, especially coming to a massive city, I guess, because it's really, like, there's, like, hustle and bustle and so many people everywhere. Sometimes I just stop to kind of observe, and some people, they'll rush into you, or they'll bump into you, they won't say sorry, they won't look you in the eye. I mean, each to their own, but I don't want to live my life like that. It's not hard to be a nice person and to be a kind person. I kind of went off on some very random tangents in this video. Yeah, pretty much I'm living in Sydney, my life has changed. I'm working, well, I actually didn't even mention, but this is like the first full-time job that I've ever worked. So I've never been to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So it's definitely been an adjustment, but I love it. I work with amazing people, get to travel, get to do so many cool things, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I did kind of take a little break from YouTube just because I needed some space. And I think also on YouTube you can sort of get absorbed and involved in what every single other person is doing, and I felt like I've been on YouTube for so long, since 2012, and I've always been around like different YouTube influencers and everything, and so I think over the past couple of months I just really needed some time to take a break and take a step back. For me, what I'm most passionate about is what I was talking about in this video, just like doing whatever the hell you want to do. Like if you want to go and get something, ow, my foot. If you want to do something and if you want to be somebody, you can do it. Like just put all your energy and all your hard work and everything into it, and also just to be the best version of yourself, I think, at the end of the day. Not to wish that you were somebody else, but to be the best version of yourself and embrace your amazing, incredible traits, because all of you have them. I love you guys so much, and I don't really know what else to say now. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!